on a picture-perfect day about a mile in from the shore of Lake Michigan. Evan plays their way out after a loss against Kentucky. Formula that is put together to decide who is home and away, but in the postseason, that back in 2021 on the regional final here in Evanston twice today. Skylar Shellmeyer, the senior, 2-1 pitch. Chopped down on the first base line, diving out of the way was Shellmeyer, but way to a 39-9 every year. A team that 1-2. Clean fielding, three aspects of the game, trying to put two.
Let him in.
So Jordan Rudd, hitter, 6 home runs.
And here getting behind on Hannah Kate, we're responsible for that you can result in, even if it's an
Boyd that's on the starting lineup for the Wildcats. Is that ball laced in by Katie up the left field line. Wildcat playing first for multiple fronts. Ball on the dirt, over to second. Fielded by Parks to Blaska, so a little. This is the furthest they have ever gone onto a region. 2.27 ERA, what's in the repertoire. Starts to Allie Cummins. History that was in Lexington, Kentucky back in 2020.
In the park here.
Down low, strikes are out. So she gets the second best career hitter.
She had just had 1 inning pitch.
This ball out to right, diving to the deck, the catch made by Nader.
To do what they do and kind of wait for the runs to score. Talked with Kate Drohan a couple times about it, but that is always the key.
Oh, it's Spade! Do one for the fam, a solo shot for Carly
Spade. 21 home runs on the year. This hurt.
Starting catcher.
Saw. More pitches, more movement.
Boyd comes back, strikes out Coyne, but Carly Spade. Yeah, the big story, I think, thus far, no surprise. Big Ten tournament champs first since 2008. They have a 5-player, 5th-year class as Zedak.
It is Northwestern is to stay in their legs. They have to look to drive through the lineup first time around, start making your little.
Those 5 5th years. Shoots that back up the middle on for a single. For the freshman from Canton. Scheduled accordingly, playing a very tough slate, but really wanted to be here at home as the flip over to second to get the lead runner in Nelson. Seen it yesterday as to number 2. The first pitch swung on back to Pratt off the bat of Nito, the 9-hole hitter. If you want, but not so hot that if you want to wear Ohio, this is the first regional final game they have ever played in. They need to win 2 games today in this fashion, fittingly with a home run. Kate Kobayashi, the batter at the plate. She will try to avoid Rudd. Don't show up on a day, especially yesterday with that triple stack of games.
Best you can, you have a little bit more adrenaline. And maybe a team that knows they were yesterday against Kentucky.
1-2 to go on Besky, fooled by it again. Back-to-back strikeouts to start
here in this game in that 3rd inning, and that's where the minor adjustments are.
What we were told by such, but you felt like, hey, if they had the chance to shut the door, they needed to against Kentucky, and they did. It was Parks that did such, but shutting the...
Hey, you know, it was really, we lost, but
Skylar Shellmeyer, top of the order. Pitch on the ground over to second, Parks to blast. On in that first one, you know, not as sharp. You hit
swing through the middle of the ball instead of topping it.
Arm that my team relies on. Ball 4, though, to Robinson. Trying to stay away from the power of the first. Jordan Rudd steps in. Miami.
Right, if
she doesn't have the face mask on there. Right. It doesn't hit it.
It doesn't hit it.
You know, at second from the runner in the interference. Barlow outs for Boyd in the circle. Coach Drohan, but have a pretty good 1-2 punch and going with Boyd. Down low. 5 consecutive strikeouts for Boyd. Your player from Bettendorf, Iowa. It's going to be tough timing-wise as Banks hustles. The ball elevated. They got
I mean, I
five
get
players on the season coming into this region. There's going to be plenty of them today. Keeping your eye on the, we would play a second. Cummins racked up, takes it looked a little befuddled, but good pitch.
that is the difference between that pitch and some of the other ones.
Ball to the left side, diving to the dirt over at short is Nelson.
Straight up, it was kind of a slow grounder. You really needed.
Missed their 3rd consecutive NCAA.
Strike should be millimeters, right? Little bits.
Down low. Ball dropped. Spade could go down to first. Waited around and looked back at the umpire. The throw from Rudd.
Have been safe at first base if she ran.
Ball for first is open. So what a crucial and effective challenge on the year in the regional. 1 for 9 as the crowd fires up. Made a great point as well with not to have a free base to give the walk, and the walk it is. In comes the second run in. Banks cruising.
Yeah.
5 strikeouts, but then the single.
You have to think, though, I mean, 5 straight Ks in a row. You can command the box for a changeup that was not in the Riley Coyne.
Strike 3, Boyd gets her looking. Kobayashi leaves the bases loaded, but a run.
Yep.
So if you know there's consistency, here's what we can work.
That
0-2 pitch is outside from Pratt. 1-2 in play over to second, shoots through the gap past Parks. So on to begin the inning is Hannah.
balls.
Cochran going back. Tie ball game.
I think in this lineup has been pretty quiet.
As we saw yesterday against Kentucky, can that be an inflection point different than Miami and how they do it? But that's why we have to get my stat, my high level. Dave Nelson, who has one of the hits on the board. Over to third, great grab, double play, turn. You want to quiet things. Action. Ball in play, Spade, field, scoops, throws, legging it out. Great effort by Nick.
Wanting to fight this hard. I don't know what you're doing.
Golombeski, Parks, Barlow. The 3 due up. 10 or more home runs. Well out in front. Another strikeout. Number 9.
Swings right through it, but that is where Lauren
Chloe Parks struck out her first time up.
getting behind the batters.
Ball is in play over to second. The throw from Nito to Cochran. And it has been flying. 17, I think. Knowing that they get to play next weekend and who will head home, knowing their season is over between.
Up there in national ranks in terms of home runs.
Ball 4.
And that's the must-have pitch right there. If you got a 3-1 count, you
Pitched 102 innings, allowed 48 runs, 110. Barlow will be the first hitter for the Red Hawks.
And the changeup is the key. She's going to have good tumbling movement. She couples that with.
Ball in play out to left field. Calling off the center fielder, Schellmeyer, is Zedek to make the grab. 21 regional appearances for Northwestern, 16 on record playing here at the J. Answer, can Pratt get the out? She does. It's Donahue down looking to start the 5th.
And that's a phenomenal. I think you are seeing wider zones if you get the up and strike.
This lace back up the middle, base hit. So the energy from Schellmeyer brings the fans to their feet. Yesterday, 3 on the weekend, 3. Ball in play back to Pratt, and we'll take the out of Robinson over at first. Advancing is Shellmeyer.
Focused on Jordan Rudd at the plate because the hitting ties into that, but just behind the plate.
This ball in play, chance to break the tie, coming home, throw not in time.
And the game comes down to timely. The ball from Pratt better maybe than anybody in this line.
Full count, this ball in play over to second. Routine, it looks for Parks, but they have 4. Cummins will start it off, that's away. To give your team some energy, leadoff single for Allie Cummins. He's hitting 6 runs batted in today, 1 for 2. The single was, Miami's gonna have that luxury of 2 looks. The wall as that ball will get over. Another home run into the lead.
Probably Blaska 11. Allie
being run ruled by Kentucky to start things off.
Perform at a high level. Beautiful change up there.
Yeah, full Spade who sits down.
And I think, hey, from
1-2. It's in play up the right field line. Coming over is 2 for 8. Here. Williams.
Natural energy, huge K.
So Williams gets the strikeout, but Blaska gets the against St. Francis, but piece. What does Cochran have here is Pratt, sophomore from Iowa City. That one, she goes down low to get the lead runner down over at second, and the pinch runner, Lindsay.
Get the leadoff runner as well.
To third last time up, 4 for 8. Western could be over. She does a good job there. Ball 4, 13.
Runners on. Here you got the ball.
Anybody other than Pratt for Miami.
No, I don't think.
Got an opportunity too. This ball in play over to second. Not enough time to try to turn 2, but the out taken and charging down.
Aggressiveness from that.
Yeah, that was great aggressiveness. Stay alive.
And you've got
2 pitch. This in play to third. Executed by Spade, but the aggressive base running heads up played by Zedak. 0 for 2. We try to decide a super regional participant as Williams sits down Golem far, but still plenty of time, plenty of opportunity.
last inning is necessary for Williams to.
Williams ready. This raced over to second. The throw made. Nito to Cochran. They had played thus far, if I understand the formula correct. And so 6 of 6 times when they have hosted 3 seeds in the region is this one. That may help the case for Miami. Dropped in by Barlow up into left.
She's one of the more solid 9 hitters that I've seen.
Strikes are out. Williams sits down Banks. So it will be the top of the order for these 2-time All-American national champ at Michigan, Hall of Famer as well.
Number 1 hitter in this inning.
Home regional. Shellmeyer back up the middle. So they go.
Tyler Shellmeyer as well. And you've got some big.
Rod out into center of Golombeski. Shellmeyer will round to come home. Wildcats into the.
What a rope by Jordan. Happened, but you've got to find a way to push another one across. But by Cochran. Swinging through it, though, Pratt. You have to, I think. I don't think that Golombeski throw your stuff.
67 at-bats for Cup. Williams shuts the door. Wildcats going to Tuscaloosa for the Super Regional.
By 2 teams who did not give up.